There is one machine that every advanced chip on Earth requires. One machine that prints the circuits inside your phone, your laptop, every AI server humming in every data center, and every single one of those machines comes from a single factory in a small Dutch city called Veldhoven. Carrie, if that factory stops shipping, the semiconductor industry doesn't slow down, it stops. The machine is called an EUV lithography system. EUV stands for extreme ultraviolet, light with a wavelength of just 13.5 nanometers, so short it's invisible, absorbed by almost everything including air. To generate it, the machine fires a laser at a tin droplet 50,000 times per second, creating a plasma that emits the light, which is then focused by mirrors polished to within a fraction of an atom of perfection. Those mirrors are made by Carl Zeiss in Germany, the only company in the world that can grind optics to that tolerance. The whole process has to happen in a vacuum. Carry a single EUV tool contains over 700,000 components. It weighs around 180 tons. It arrives disassembled in 40 freight containers and takes months to install and calibrate. Zeiss makes the mirrors. Trumpf makes the laser. Hundreds of other specialists across Europe and Asia supply the remaining components. Carried. ASML does not so much manufacture these machines as orchestrate a global network of irreplaceable specialists that only it knows how to assemble. The company that makes it is ASML, and ASML is the only company in the world that makes it. No other supplier, not Nikon, not Canon, not any Chinese state program, produces a production-ready EUV system. The physics took decades to crack. The supply chain took decades to build. Replicating that network from scratch is not a 5-year project. Industry analysts estimate it is a generational one, 10 to 15 years at minimum, and only if the attempt starts with full access to the underlying supplier ecosystem, which no competitor currently has. In 2024, ASML shipped 44 EUV machines. In 2025, it shipped 48. Those two numbers represent the entire global supply of EUV lithography tools for 2 years running, at an average selling price of roughly $200 million per unit for the standard EUV, and up to $380 million for the latest high-NA generation. That is a constrained pipeline standing between the current pace of chip progress and a world that needs more of it. ASML's total revenue reached 2024 and 32.7 billion euros in 2025, a 15% increase. The company projects sales of up to 40 billion euros in 2026 as AI-driven demand accelerates. Every major chipmaker is on the waiting list. The bottleneck is not demand. It is ASML's ability to build the machines fast enough. The customer base is the who's who of global technology. TSMC in Taiwan takes the largest share. It is the foundry that manufactures chips for Apple, Nvidia, AMD, Qualcomm, and dozens of others. Samsung in South Korea, Intel in the United States. These three account for the overwhelming majority of EUV demand. TSMC alone makes chips for hundreds of companies that, between them, represent the processing power inside nearly every smartphone, laptop, and AI server on the planet. That concentration is the choke point, and governments have already started pulling on it. The United States has barred ASML from shipping EUV machines to China since 2019, well before the machines became commercially dominant. ASML has never delivered a single EUV system to a Chinese customer. In 2023, the Dutch government, under sustained U.S. pressure, extended controls to ASML's most advanced DUV immersion machines as well, restricting the second-tier tools that China had been using as a workaround. In early 2024, some licenses already granted were retroactively revoked. Then, U.S. lawmakers introduced the May-TH Act, the Multilateral Alignment of Technology Controls on Hardware Act, which would ban not only future sales of DUV immersion tools to Chinese fabs, but also the servicing of machines already installed in China. Huahong, YMTC, and CXMT are named explicitly. If it passes, China loses access not just to new machines but to the maintenance contracts keeping its existing fabs running. China is the world's most aggressive investor in domestic semiconductor manufacturing. In 2025, China still accounted for 33% of ASML's total revenue, but ASML expects that share to fall to roughly 20% in 2026 as restrictions tighten. SMIs. China's leading foundry has been working to produce advanced chips without EUV, using older DUV tools with complex multi-patterning techniques. In 2023, a Huawei phone appeared on the market with a chip reportedly built at 7 nanometers, a technical feat achieved without a single EUV exposure. But that feat came at enormous cost in yield time and energy. Without EUV, every additional step in the patterning sequence multiplies cost and defect rate. China's domestic semiconductor equipment self-sufficiency rate stood at just 13.6% as of 2024. Beijing has mandated that chipmakers use at least 50% domestically produced equipment for new capacity additions. But there is a large gap between mandate and capability. The latest generation of ASML's machine, the high-NA EUV system, costs approximately $380 million per unit. ASML's current capacity for high-NA is 5 to 6 units per year. Intel has deployed the first one. Samsung is receiving its second. TSMC has taken a cautious approach, skipping high-NA for its 2-nanometer node and waiting until the economics mature. The cutting edge of human manufacturing is being rationed by the quarter, and the queue to access it is measured in years. Now consider what it means that this entire technological stack rests on one country's export license decisions. The Netherlands, a nation of 17 million people, holds a veto over who gets to manufacture the world's most advanced chips. It exercises that veto in coordination with Washington. And Washington has made clear that advanced semiconductor manufacturing is a strategic interest, not a commercial one. Carried if ASML were to stop shipping, by government order, by geopolitical crisis, by some catastrophe in Veldhoven, there is no fallback. TSMC cannot retool to a different machine that does not exist. Samsung cannot switch suppliers. The entire pipeline of chips that runs the global economy has a single point upstream that cannot be bypassed. No AI server, no advanced weapons guidance, no next-generation smartphone. The most advanced technology in human history is also its most concentrated supply chain. One machine, one company, one city, someone, somewhere holds the off switch.